What's up, YouTube? I wanted to create this video to show you what you can do after appointment setting and not just the cliche, oh, just become a closer and then do sales management and blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna show you how you can actually go in there and actually get it done, because it's very rare that you ascend all the way up just the normal way, right? If you don't know who I am, I'm Kyle. I did the whole high ticket sales thing, setting, closing. Now what I currently do is I pretty much manage different info businesses, different online businesses, an AI business right now. Currently, I have 4 businesses in the portfolio that I'm gonna scale up to 100 grand right now. But if you're currently an appointment setter or you're trying to be an appointment setter, but you already know like you're not trying to do this whole thing forever, this is going to be the perfect video for you, because I don't really see anyone else talking about this shit, right? So we will start here. So I'll start off here. When I was pretty much closing and doing appointment setting, there was a specific opportunity, right? With this specific opportunity, what happened was I was able to come in, right, and do appointment setting. But just from all the experience I've had with, other businesses and just seeing how other businesses worked, I definitely knew that this opportunity could have been better. There's a lot of cracks. So what I did, right, like number one, to stand out, it's super simple, it's just effort. Bro, anyone can fucking do effort. It doesn't matter if you're 5 foot tall, it doesn't matter if you have one leg, it doesn't even matter if you're packing 2 inches. Like, effort is it's a resource anyone can use. Like, if you can't have actual effort to put into something, then you shouldn't be an online business anyways, right? It's not that hard to put in more effort than the other person. Trust me, a lot of people don't even work that hard. Everyone's always reading books like the 4-Hour Work Week. Why it doesn't make any sense, right? So first thing to stand out simply is just effort, right? Just effort. If people send 30 messages or take 50 calls, double it. You'll literally get better results by default, right? First thing is, of course, effort. After you start doing effort, what will start to happen is you'll start to see a lot of recurring patterns. And I can walk you through what I started seeing for this specific business was, I was like, bro, every time a lead fills out an application, there's something wrong with the automation, right? A lot of leads are super confused, right? Because they didn't know that they had to pay. Why? It's because the question that was asked on the type form doesn't make any sense. It's a very let's say the question is just it's very soft. It's not how much do you have to invest for coaching? It's just how much would you like to have if you did have it in that specific time that you did have it? It's that doesn't make any sense, right? You start to see a lot of cracks in the business because as a setter, you're the first line that someone touches, right? Excuse me, I'm a bit sick, but I'm still gonna push this video out, So as the first line, you start to see oh, this is a crack in the business, this is a crack in the business, right? These things could be fixed, because it starts to get annoying because it makes your job harder. Think about what can make your job easier and the closer's job easier. Because if the closer's job is easy and your job is easy, that means more appointments are being set, and that means more deals are being closed, so that means the business owner is making more money. That's what everybody's fucking there for, is to make more money. You know what I mean? If you can fix that specific problem, then you're all good, right? So what I did, same thing. I fixed those specific problems. What started to happen was now I wasn't looked at like a normal setter, right? You have to think, business owners are in there. They're like, okay, this guy works the hardest, is setting the most appointments, and now he's helping us fix the day-to-day operations. You're more than likely to start getting better positions, right? And that's what I did. I fixed those 2 things. After that, I started getting more leverage. They're like, bro, you just close. They gave the closing opportunity. Because a lot of times, sometimes people do hire in-house and they're like, oh, let's move the setters up to closers. But a lot of times people want to, hire more experienced closers and not let someone have to go that route. But to make it for sure, you can definitely fix that process, right? Now, as a closer, I was doing the same thing. Now I was a second line and I was seeing what was going on with the other setting processes. And since I already was doing the setting, I could go back and help the setters too as well, right? I'm going back and helping the setters. What I also noticed is maybe even on the calls, there was a gap. It was why isn't there a thank you page? Because what started happening was after people would book in, there was nothing to give them information about anything, right? There was nothing specifically there that was oh, after you book a call, you should open up the email and you should watch this video. There was nothing. Cool. Now, as the guy that fixed problems already in the business, I'm like, yo, business owner, guy that wants to make more money, add this in there, right? And I guarantee you it'll work. I already have trust and rapport because they're like, oh, every time this guy says to change something, it works, right? It starts to work. Okay, so what starts to happen? The effort's still there. Now I'm closing, making the business more money. It's obvious I'm more valuable because I'm not just focusing on being the best salesman. I want to grow past that. You guys want to grow past that. I was just like you guys. I was just like you guys legit a couple months ago to a year. I was just like you guys. But I wanted to grow out of that role, right? So what it started to happen was they're like, okay, bro, like he fixed the sending process. He's fixing the closing process. And he's also training the reps. Why don't we just make him the sales manager? And that's the route I went. I became a sales manager too. I started hiring reps and I knew the whole process like the back of my hand. And then what started to happen is, bro, I'm pretty sure all you guys know when there's a problem with lead quality, the first people they talk to is the sales team. And I have seen this shit time and time again that no one has fixed, right? There's probably a couple people that aren't talking about it, but no one has fixed. When a business owner comes to the sales team and they're like, what's wrong with the lead quality? They're just broke. That's the one response that they give them. They're just broke. You want to know what I did to get even a higher leverage position? I'll tell you. I knew exactly why people were coming into the business. They would come in because they're like, oh, in this specific business, I like the fact that you could sell products online. Or, and this is just an example, oh, with this simple business, I really like the fact that you guys are talking about I can leave my 9 to 5, right? Simple examples. What I then did was I, in my head, knew what in the marketing people were getting attracted to. And then I also knew, right, what the worst leads were attracted to. And then I also knew what everyone was buying and what everyone wasn't buying. So what did I do? I talked to the business owner about the marketing. You should add this more into the marketing. You should add less of this into the marketing because this is why we're getting these leads. That type of feedback is gold. Now I'm going to let you guys think. As a sales manager and now I'm now fixing lead quality, what did you think happened inside of the business? If I have the amount of leverage to fix the lead quality because I know the customer damn near better than the business owner now because I have spent hundreds of hours dialing them, closing them, talking to them, right? Onboarding them, right? Now it's a no-brainer. Then I started being able to manage emails and manage the ads. Very simple because I knew I'm not the best copywriter, but if you know how to type out everything, right, that they want and speak specifically to that customer, specifically to that lead, you're going to beat 90% of copywriters, right? And just look at the progression from appointment setting. Everyone's like, oh, what's next? Like, yeah, I just become a closer and then sales team manager and then, but it's like, bro, look where the progression went. You're setting appointments. You're working hard. You're putting in the effort, right? After you're putting in the effort, you have your respect, right? Because everyone respects someone that works hard. I've never met someone that works hard and they don't get the respect, right? Now you're fixing cracks in the business. Because, oh boy, there will be cracks. There will be problems. Anything that you see as a setter that's annoying or could be fixed or you knew you had it on your last offer, give the business owner ideas. Give the sales manager ideas. Give the business owner ideas, right? Whoever is in that type of command. After that, you're setting the most appointments, right? Of course, making the most money. And then now you're able to provide value by fixing specific problems in the business. You can then move up to closers the right way, right? And then now you can do the same thing, right? With closing. Fix the closing process, right? Help out the business owner more. Help train the setters too as well, because setters will be setting leads on your calendar and you could tell them what went wrong. Now you're a closer that's fixing the sales process and training reps. You're the no-brainer. You're the next no-brainer to become a sales manager. And now you're fixing marketing as a sales manager. And now you're also being able to go in and train up a fire team because it's processes that you've pretty much added onto and built, right? And then now you could use that and then leverage yourself over into becoming a marketer. And I literally used that skill and progression. And in 6 months to a year, now I don't even have to set appointments anymore, right? I don't have to because I have high leverage positions. I can look into specific and I know it works, right? And that's how I got to being able to run, and help run for online companies. Simply just because I know it works, I'm going to go into those businesses and do the same thing because I have all those skills built up, right? And I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but the skill was appointment setting, right? closing, operations, team building, copywriting, and marketing. I added it all in the right way, right? Not buying some stupid thing that I'm like, oh yeah, if I just buy this, or if I just do this, or if I just listen to this, go in and just try to full stack all my skills, it'll work. It won't, right? It won't. Go in and actually put the time in, right? And actually learn, right? And what I also did was I learned from a lot of people that were doing it already, right? And saw what other people were doing in their businesses, right? Talking to other people, learning from other people, and taking what I learned from there and putting into what I was working on, because it was new. That concept wasn't being used in the business. But of course, I'm gonna keep this short. I am a bit sick. If this video was valuable for you, just let me know down below. I'll also have my Instagram down below where you guys can DM me and ask me more questions. But if this was super valuable, I am planning to as well to drop a more in-depth version of this, probably like a 2-3 hour long course. Let me know if you guys would want that down below too as well. Other than that, I am going to go back to work, take care, and keep crushing it.